Let me tell you about something real, not flashy, not trying to be what it's not, just honest, capable, and built to last. The 2026 Mitsubishi Triton. You know those trucks that look tough in the showroom but fold the moment you actually ask them to work? Yeah, this isn't one of those. The Triton comes from a lineage that's been proving itself for decades, hauling equipment across construction sites, navigating jungle trails, surviving conditions that would make most vehicles tap out before lunch. In some parts of the world, they call it the L200. Whatever name it carries, it's earned a reputation the old-fashioned way, by showing up and getting the job done, day after day, year after year. The 2026 model? Mitsubishi took everything that made the Triton legendary and asked a simple question: how do we make it better without losing what made it great in the first place? The answer is standing right in front of you. That front end, the dynamic shield design language, isn't just styling, it's a statement. Bold grille, sharp LED headlights that cut through fog and darkness like they have something to prove, muscular hood lines that hint to the power underneath. This truck looks like it means business, because it does. The elevated stance, the wider body, those sculpted fenders, every line communicates strength without arrogance. This is what purpose looks like when it's been refined over 40 years of real-world testing. Walk around to the side and you'll notice the proportions are just right, not oversized and compensating for something, not trying to be a luxury SUV masquerading as a truck, just perfectly balanced between capability and daily usability. The wheel arches have been redesigned, not for looks alone, but to handle the kind of off-road punishment that most trucks never see, but this one was born for. The cargo bed has been rethought with smarter load management, additional hooks, and a wider tailgate that actually makes loading and unloading less of a wrestling match. Now let's talk about what makes this thing move. Under that hood sits Mitsubishi's refined 2.4-liter turbocharged diesel engine. And before you tune out thinking diesels are loud, rattling workhorses from another era, understand this: Mitsubishi spent serious time tuning this engine for refinement. Better low-end torque that makes towing feel effortless, smoother power delivery that doesn't punish you with vibrations on long highway drives, an improved cooling system that keeps everything running optimally even when you're climbing steep grades with a full load in the middle of summer. The numbers? Around 190 horsepower and 450 newton-meters of torque. But numbers only tell part of the story. The real story is how it feels when you need to merge onto a highway with a trailer behind you, or when you're climbing a muddy incline that has other trucks spinning their wheels helplessly. The upgraded automatic transmission shifts smoother and responds faster under load, while the manual option is still there for those who prefer that direct connection between driver and machine. Then there's the four-wheel drive system. This isn't some marketing gimmick or all-wheel drive system that barely knows what to do with itself off pavement. This is a proper 4WD system with selectable drive modes that let you adapt to whatever terrain you're facing. Sand mode, mud mode, gravel mode, rocky terrain mode. Each one optimizes traction, throttle response, and stability control to match the challenge in front of you. The suspension has been strengthened and retuned to reduce body roll while improving comfort on rough roads. Ground clearance that lets you laugh at obstacles that would scrape the underside of lesser trucks. But here's what really separates the Triton from the crowd. It doesn't make you choose between capability and comfort. Step inside and you'll find a cabin that's been completely reworked. Soft touch materials across key surfaces, redesigned seats with better padding and lumbar support that actually works, more legroom in the back for passengers who aren't contortionists, better sound insulation that keeps road noise where it belongs, outside, climate control that cools faster in hot climates and heats up quickly when you need it. The dashboard hosts a larger touchscreen infotainment system. Eco driving modes help regulate throttle response and gear shifts to maximize economy, making the Triton practical for both daily commuting and long-haul work trips. The towing capacity is serious, strong enough for work equipment, recreational trailers, boats, or whatever you need to haul. But it's not just about raw numbers. It's about how stable the truck feels when you're towing, how confident you feel when backing up a trailer, how the transmission and engine work together to make heavy loads feel manageable rather than terrifying. Here's the truth about the 2026 Mitsubishi Triton. It's not trying to be the most expensive truck. It's not trying to be the most luxurious. It's not covered in chrome or leather that's afraid of actual dirt. What it is trying to be, what it succeeds at being, is honest, reliable, capable. A truck that works as hard as you do without complaint or drama.